Hey, what's up guys? Zach here. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about carbohydrates because for endomorphs, carbohydrates are extremely important. Here's why. Carbohydrates basically regulate our energy levels, and depending on what kind of carbohydrates we take in, determine whether we burn those right away as energy, depending on what activities we happen to be doing, whether or not our body will use them well and burn them throughout the day, whether it will store them as fat right away. I mean, there's lots of different variables that play into this, and I'm going to give you guys all the different kinds of carbohydrates that people take in on a daily basis and basically group them up between simple and complex carbohydrates so that you guys know what you guys are taking in and what effects you're going to be having on your body. Alright, so basically, first off, probably one of the most common types of carbohydrates is white bread. People use it in sandwiches, wraps, cereals, all different kinds of stuff. So there's white bread in bagels, all that stuff. And white bread is a starchy carbohydrate, which means that it's a simple form of carbohydrate. And when you ingest it into your body's going to take it and try to burn it right away as energy because there's lots of sugar in it. And what it doesn't burn right away will store as fat. The only good times to take starchy carbohydrates like white bread is basically right before your workout, about an hour or so before, and an hour, and basically post workout, so right after your workout, right when you finish, before you take in your protein supplement or anything like that. And this is to basically get that extra sugar in your body to give you that little rush while you work out. Is why you would take it pre-workout. And so you take a pre-workout, you get a little insulin boost, spikes your insulin a little bit. You get a little sugar rush from it, that sort of thing. You work out, you burn it all during your workout because it's going to activate really fast, get into your bloodstream, you're going to burn it really fast. And then after your workout, now your insulin's low because you just burned all that sugar and carbohydrates during your workout. So you take a little bit more starchy carbohydrates right away, boost up your insulin again, and then that way your body has energy to start running at homeostasis again. It can start running smoothly like it normally would, and then that's when you get in your protein shake or whatever protein supplement you choose to take post workout to start help rebuilding your muscles. So that's basically starchy carbs 101. Now I'm going to give you guys a ton of complex carbohydrates, which are the carbohydrates you really want to aim for taking. All right, first off, I'll go with whole wheat. Whole wheat is very good for you. Whole wheat bread, whole wheat bagels, whole wheat, basically anything whole wheat is going to be a lot healthier than anything white bread or anything like that. Another thing that's really good is, let's see, peanuts. Peanuts are very healthy for you, and here's why. Whenever you take in carbohydrates at all, any carbohydrates, to slow down the absorption of the carbohydrates, it's best to get as many carbohydrates or to get as many proteins in that meal as you do carbohydrates, and this will slow down the absorption of carbohydrates. Peanuts are a great example of that because you get 6 grams of carbohydrates in 1 ounce of peanuts, according to these little Walgreens dry roasted peanuts, 2 for $6. Incredible snack. I'll do another video about these and other good healthy snacks that you can eat that are cheap too. But yeah, 6 grams of carbohydrates in an ounce. There's also 6 grams of protein in that 1 ounce. With 160 calories, 13 grams of fat, but they're healthy fats. Don't worry about the fats really, because those fats aren't fat. It's just going to go straight onto your body, like onto your belly or onto your butt or anything like that. Not those kinds of fats. These are fats that your body needs to run properly, to run smoothly, to help all your internal organs function properly. Those sort of fats. Very healthy fats. Don't worry about the fats. Sodium's not bad either. 170 milligrams of sodium and 180 milligrams of potassium. Sodium, everyone knows, puts water onto your body, keeps water in your body. Potassium is actually an element which drains your body of water. Lots of bodybuilders, like pre-contest, like a day or two before, they'll cut out all the sodium from their body so that their body will just start draining out water, and they'll increase their potassium intake to help flush out more water. And so you won't be like holding water or anything because of peanuts, because there's more potassium than sodium anyway. But the big thing I wanted to focus on was the carbohydrates, because there is an equal amount of protein and carbohydrates in it, which is what you want. as well as any other time you have carbohydrates. Try to get as much protein as you can in that meal, so that will slow down the rate of absorption, even if it is starchy carbs, such as like white bread or something like that. Okay, another great example of complex carbohydrates are sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are extremely healthy for you, um, compared to normal white potatoes, which are also another example of starchy carbs. Try to stay away from those. I know that baked potatoes are a lot healthier than French fries. They are, because they aren't fried. But at the same time, if you can get a sweet potatoes taste amazing. Okay, I don't know if you've ever had them or tried sweet potato fries. They're incredible. There's ways to make sweet potato fries where you don't have to fry them, and they taste just as good, and they're very, very healthy as well. So try to stick with sweet potatoes rather than white potatoes, because white potatoes are starchy carb and sweet potatoes are complex carbohydrates, so that your body will, it takes your body longer to break them down and process them, so that you burn the energy longer throughout the day. Oatmeal, rolled oats, is another great example of a complex carbohydrate. And when I say oatmeal, I don't mean those Quakers like cinnamon packs, like they come in the little packages, and you just pour it in, put some milk in, and then you put it in the microwave for like a minute or so. I'm not talking about that, because those are packed with sugar, and those, it takes out the whole beneficial effects of having oatmeal when you have all that sugar and stuff in there. So I advise that you get the, here I have it right here. This is Quaker 1 Minute Oats. This is whole wheat. This is whole grain oatmeal. As you can see, I just have a scooper from an old protein thing that I use in it. I use these in my protein shakes. And first ingredient you will see on here, the only ingredient actually, it took me a second to find because it's so small, because there's only one real ingredient, is 100% natural whole grain Quaker quality rolled oats. You can see that. 100% whole grain quality rolled oats. Only ingredient in here. These are extremely healthy. The way that I know it's a very boring taste to eat oatmeal, which is why I mix it in protein shake with protein powder and milk. So it just kind of makes it like a really thick protein shake, and you don't really taste the oatmeal at all, and you just taste the protein shake, but you can feel like the oatmeal in there. It's just kind of crunchy a little bit. It's actually really, really good. I advise that you guys do it. I already have a video up on the Great Morning Protein Shake, that sort of thing, and that's basically a video about that protein shake, and it's amazing. I advise that you guys try it. In that video, you can see the protein that I use with it. It's great protein too. Getting back to the carbohydrates, other great examples of complex carbohydrates would be dairy. That's one that a lot of people don't even think of. Dairy is actually very low glycemic index, which means that it's also complex carbohydrate. And when your body takes in dairy, it's also it takes it a while to break down as well. And the good thing about dairy, especially milk, like I love fat-free milk. I could drink gallons of fat-free milk a day. Literally, I probably take in close to 6 or 7 gallons of fat-free milk a week, and that's 100% truthful. I can't get enough of it. I love it. For about an 8-ounce glass, there's 12 grams of carbohydrates, which are all healthy carbohydrates, no fat, as you know, and about I think there's 9 grams of protein in it, which is very high-grade whey protein, because whey protein comes from milk to begin with. So fat-free milk is probably one of the healthiest things that you can put into your body, period. And a lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people just drink milk for like the calcium. They're idiots if you just drink it for calcium. I'm sorry. But because there's so many other great beneficial factors in there, including the carbohydrates and the protein, which will help your body build muscle, and it's just so healthy for you in general that I advise that everyone gets on the whole drinking milk thing, because it's incredible. So that basically wraps up all the really good, like fundamental complex carbohydrates that you take in on like a daily basis. Basically, any brown rice is another one. Brown rice is also anything brown really, like whole wheats brown rice, peanuts, milk, all that sort of stuff is very, very healthy for you. And then obviously, white bread, white rice, all these sorts of things are going to be simple sugars, like lots of cereals, and all those like kiddie cereals are all simple carbohydrates, simple sugars, all that stuff. It's just going to be put onto your body's fat, because your body won't be able to burn it as fast as it's coming into your body. So it's just going to put it on as fat, and you don't want that at all.